What's up everyone, this is Marky2200 and welcome back to my Need for Speed testing series. Today I'll be showing you the difference between the individual drivetrain upgrade and some of the combinations in the ground 2 and show you the results of it. To show you this, I'll be taking this fully upgraded 240SX on the dyno testing track and show you the difference between a total of 19 different combinations. Originally I was going to rank this from worst to best, but after seeing the same car on the same track over and over again and after like 5 times it starts to get boring. That's why I will simply display the times on screen with some runs here and there. So let's start with the stock drivetrain as a benchmark. That got a total time of 12.70 seconds. In the end, you can pay attention to the burnout distance, the 0 to 100, which is 2.15 seconds, and the quarter mile time, but to be honest, I am only interested in the total time, and as you can see, 12.70 seconds. Like I said, everything here is, to show the 0 to 100 is 2.15 seconds, a quarter mile of 10.06 seconds, speed, burnout distance, top speed, and all of that. In the end, and I am only interested in the total time. At the bottom I've put it there, stock, a total time of 12.70 seconds. I do want to say though that simply adding the short throw shift kit individual upgrade reduces the time by 0.8 seconds, which is significant on a track like this. This is not stage 1, this is just one individual upgrade, the short throw shift kit, and it makes an absolute huge difference. Again, like I said in the beginning, I can bore you with showing all of the runs and showing all of this information, but what I'm rather interested in is showing you the times of the individual combinations. And here there are. So this is quite a lot of information to throw at you, but then there's quite a lot of combinations to go through. At the top you can see the stock time, which was 12.70 seconds. At the bottom you see the stage 1 time, which is 11.98 seconds. The short throw shift kit, however, still remains the best option for you, at least with the 240SX on this drag track. The difference between the short throw shift kit and stage 1 fully upgraded, the difference isn't that much, but there is still a difference. The differential, however, allows you to tune the drivetrain, the final drive, so you can go quicker, you can have an acceleration that is quicker. If you would have tuned that, you probably get a better result, but for the sake of consistency reasons, I did not tune the drivetrain of this car for any of the upgrades. In the end, my recommendation at this stage is to just have the short throw shift kit and the differential, because the differential allows you to tune your drivetrain's final drive ratio. I mean, you can have everything at stage 1, but honestly, I wouldn't bother with the flywheel. Here is a visual run between the 4, and as you can see, the short throw shift kit is in the end the fastest. However, don't forget that adding a differential does allow you for a drivetrain tuning. I wouldn't bother with stage 1 as the flywheel adds very little. My recommendation is either pick the short throw shift kit for fast or short throw shift kit with differential to allow for drivetrain tuning. At stage 2 we see the introduction of 2 new parts, the limited slip differential replacing the earlier regular differential and the high performance clutch. And honestly guys, the short throw shift kit and the high performance clutch at this stage are simply the 2 best individual parts you can get. Combining the 2 simply gives the best results. However, adding a limited slip differential on top of that combination makes sense because it doesn't decrease the time and it allows you for drivetrain tuning. And adding a flywheel on top of that combination, which in the end is the stage 2 upgrade, I mean, as you can see, it doesn't increase nor decrease the time, so it's up to you if you think that is worth it. The difference between them doesn't seem like much, but that's because we're on a short drag track. On a real race, where a race would take over a minute, you will definitely notice a difference. Stage 2 is definitely the way to go here. At stage 3 we see the introduction of the 6-speed transmission, and while the 6-speed transmission on its own doesn't do much, having everything at stage 3 is simply your best option. For some odd reason, adding the flywheel on top of everything else just shaves off a couple of milliseconds. And on a short drag track like this, those milliseconds really mean something. So in the end, the regular stage 3 combo is the fastest and is faster than stage 2 by a tenth and a half, which again doesn't seem like much, but trust me when I say it makes a much bigger difference on a regular track. So stage 3 is definitely worth it. I also wanted to see if cars that by default already have a 6-speed transmission also benefit from the 6-speed transmission upgrade, i.e. stage 3. So I took the RSX and the 3000 GT and ran the tests, and as you can see, they both benefit slightly from stage 3 upgrades. So I'd say it's worth it. One tip before I end the video, something I still see a lot of you guys are doing wrong. As you can see, we have the list of all the individual parts here of the drivetrain. What you don't want to do is immediately put the stage 3 drivetrain upgrade on the car, because when we then go to the individual parts list, you can see we've only put the 6-speed transmission in, which is the wrong way. What you want to do is put stage 1, 2 and 3 in incrementally. That way you have all the best parts from each stage. This is not only the case with the drivetrain upgrade, but all of them except for tires, NOS and the turbo, where you only have one individual part per stage. So that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you've learned something today, that you have enjoyed the video and that you'll join me next time, where we will rank the starter cars with stage 1 upgrades from worst to best for regular racing purposes. Until then, this has been Marky2200, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, all that stuff, and I hope to see you very soon. Take care.